Right now, at this exact moment, 99% of all internet data on Earth is not traveling through satellites or cell towers or clouds. It is moving through a thread of glass, thinner than your finger, buried beneath the ocean floor. And almost no one knows it exists. Beneath every ocean on this planet, there is a web, not metaphorical, not digital, physical. Over 1.3 million kilometers of submarine cables, enough to circle the Earth more than 30 times, connect every continent, every country, every bank, every hospital, every government, every conversation. They carry your messages, your money, your secrets. They carry the commands of presidents and the passwords of billions. A submarine internet cable is a layered marvel of engineering. At its core, a bundle of optical fibers, each no wider than a human hair. Light pulses through them at nearly the speed of light, carrying data across thousands of kilometers of ocean. Around those fibers, copper wire, steel armor, layers of polyethylene. Some cables are no thicker than a garden hose. Others, near coastlines where anchors and earthquakes threaten them, are reinforced to the size of a human arm. They are built to last 25 years. They are often forgotten in 5. A single modern cable can carry over 400 terabits of data every second. That is the entire printed collection of the U.S. Library of Congress, transmitted in the time it takes to blink. For most of history, submarine cables were built by telecom companies and shared by nations. That era is over. Today, a handful of private technology corporations, Google, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, now own or co-own nearly 70% of all international bandwidth across undersea cables. Think about what that means. 4 American companies, answerable primarily to shareholders, not governments, now control the physical routes through which the world communicates. When a nation's data travels from Lagos to London, it may pass through infrastructure owned entirely by a company headquartered in California. And governments have noticed. In January 2022, a volcanic eruption near Tonga severed the island nation's only submarine cable. For 5 weeks, over 100,000 people were almost entirely cut off from the global internet. Commerce collapsed, communications failed, emergency services went dark. That was an accident. In 2024, cables in the Baltic Sea were severed within months of each other. European intelligence agencies quietly investigated. The word they kept using was not accident. The vulnerabilities are staggering. Cables often converge at just a few dozen landing points around the world. Narrow coastal corridors where a single act of sabotage could sever communications for entire continents. A submarine, a diver, an anchor, that is all it takes. This is where it gets quietly terrifying. China has been building its own undersea cable network, connecting Southeast Asia, Africa, and the Middle East through state-backed companies like HMN Technologies. The United States has lobbied allied nations to block these cables from landing on their shores, not because of technical concerns, because whoever lays the cable controls the route, and whoever controls the route can, theoretically, intercept the data. The new Cold War is not being fought in space. It is being fought 2 kilometers below the ocean, in the dark, in silence, over threads of glass. Consider for a moment what rests on those cables. Every hospital record, every stock trade, every election result transmitted electronically, every video call between a soldier and his child, every banking transaction, every weather warning, every piece of journalism that reaches your screen. Our entire civilization, every system we have built, every institution we depend on runs on signals moving through glass threads that no government fully protects, that most citizens don't know exist, and that a determined adversary could sever in an afternoon. We built a world of infinite connection. Then we ran the wires for it along the bottom of the ocean and hoped no one would notice. The internet feels like air. It isn't. It is fragile, physical, and controlled by fewer hands than you think. Somewhere, right now, a cable ship is laying new lines across the Pacific. In a government office, an intelligence analyst is mapping the choke points. In a boardroom, an executive is signing a contract that will quietly redraw the borders of the digital world. And in your pocket, your phone lights up. A message delivered in milliseconds across an ocean through a thread of glass you will never see. Ask yourself who laid that wire. Ask yourself who is watching it. Ask yourself what happens when it breaks.